All right, dear Libra. So we have two cards that came out in the shuffle dealing with the Linweave deck. We have Le Roi de Baton, which is the King of Rods. King of Rods energy. There's a fiery sort of individual that knows how to control their own dominion, not like an emperor, but someone who is passionate about their endeavors. Yeah, and it comes in contention with the King of Swords energy. So not only are they able to sort of portray their passion and their zeal for this relationship, but they are also able to talk about it justly in a very fair way and in a very fluid way with communications here. Okay. There's also a new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles here. This new beginning has to do with the Chevalier de Denia, which is the Knight of Swords. So immediately there's a type of mirroring happening here with the two parties, or perhaps two different energies, in which a lot of communication will happen. Oh, and a hidden card as well, the moon here. So there's something secret that will be communicated to you when it comes to this new beginning, and it will come very fast in terms of communication. Yeah, and there might be also a possibility for a revival with Judgment here of some sort of past situation, but also Juno comes up, so there's like a great sort of motherly presence watching over this connection. Very beautiful. Okay, let's move on to your reading. I'm doing a 9-card spread with the Book of the Dead. And this spread will be particular in that it is showing the mirror between you and a potential other, significant other, soulmate. Okay? And a few shuffles here. And we'll do the 9-card spread. So, the energy that is ruling this reading is the 7 of Cups. This is the 10th card, and it is an influencing factor considering it dropped out of the shuffle. And this has to do with the sort of leaning towards many choices when it comes to emotional fulfillment. There's, on both sides of the party, a lot of options. This is the options card, and there's a lot of sort of choices to choose from when it comes to the heart's desire. All right, this is you. This is your person, and this is the mirror between you two. Okay, fantastic. These are great cards. So, okay. There's a new beginning that you are embarking on with the Fool. This has to do with transformation. This has to do with going on a new path in order to find your proper step, step that involves an amount of faith in yourself as well as faith in another thing. It's kind of a blind faith, but not really, because you are knowingly and optimistically moving into a bright new future with the sun in the background. That's fantastic. And the beauty of this card is that there is certainly a transformation of love happening between you two. This is the conscious level, the top row. And on their side, there's the 2 of Cups energy, which is essentially the lover. It's kind of like the lovers, but it's more of sharing of wealth when it comes to emotions between you and this person. A great deal of love, okay, that's coming into you. And they consciously know this. You're moving towards this as well, but I don't know if your love is in it. It's more of a sheer optimism. You come up as the Fool, and you're moving towards this energy. Between you two, there is the 10 of Wands, and it's in reverse. So this is a cycle that's happened with another person, or between you two, that has sort of run its course. With the 10 of Wands and the upright, it's like a heavy transformation, a heavy conversion of energy in order to find new fire. Because of this, because it's in reverse, it's like the connection between you two has been so intense and so passionate that the fires have burnt out, but they're still at a kindle, or like there's still some sort of small flame or sacred fire between you two. Okay, and that's what you both are sort of moving towards. They have a lot of love for you. You have a new path and you're moving towards them. And there was a cycle that ended between you two, but there's sort of still a type of revival, or a secret love between you two. This person also could be dealing with another party because, like I said, there were options, and perhaps even you might be looking for a new journey. Um, but this might not do with you. This also could do with you. And this could be also potentially a polyamorous sort of thing, meaning there's one, there's two, there's three here. Also a possibility, but there's a cycle that's ending or it's trying to be put out in order to begin anew. Okay, below this, subconsciously, on for both of you, there is the Santa Muerta card, which is the death card, and this has to do with transformation, of course, energy conversion, ending anything that is toxic, and perhaps this is what is trying to be relinquished here, because we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. It's like another ending. So between you two, there is certainly a great deal of a miscommunication, or perhaps misgiving. So it seems like you've stopped giving to this situation, my dear Libra, and or perhaps you feel it is unbalanced in a certain way. That's why you're trying to begin something new. On their side, they're done. They seem to be done with a type of conservation of sorts. The Page of Pentacles in the upright is like slow and steady sort of movement, but not really. It's more like the admiration someone has for their own stability. Okay, but because it's in reverse, it's like corruption in a way. It's like theft or stealing. It's like this person is trying to steal something from this love situation. Very strange to have on a subconscious level, because on both sides there's misgivings, or there's some sort of like harboring energy when it comes to pentacles, which is stability and commitment, and there is a need to purge this behavior with the death card here. And the sun is coming up twice here for you. It seems like the sun here and here with the Fool as well as death. The sun comes up twice, and they have the same sort of background dynamic, as you can see. And it's all about purgation, right? Look at death, for example. Death here is pregnant, which is pretty crazy. So there's a need to in this relationship, on a conscious and subconscious level, a need to get rid of something that has been birthed between you two, and in order for a transformation to happen. Okay, this birth is certainly metaphorical or allegorical, or perhaps symbolic of something that you two conceive together, and it's ready to be sort of miscarriaged in a way with death. Also here, between you two, on a soul level or collective level, there is the Queen of Swords. Okay, to me, this on a soul level reflects a type of intense need to conserve, as well as to get rid of certain patterns that have been affecting the relationship. And there's a block here with the Queen of Swords between you two, because she's there, she stands, and she's trying to exact a type of justice, but not at the expense of intuition. Okay, so Queen of Swords here is certainly blocking the soul connection here, or perhaps it's allowing it but is ready to cut it off. Okay, here on your side, you have the Two of Pentacles. To me, in this deck in particular, this is kind of like the Lover's card, kind of like the Two of Cups card as well. See, there's a similarity here, and it's all about transformation. Okay, so this is like commitment. This is like in this deck in particular, this is commitment, okay? Commitment to a type of equilibrium on a financial level, as well as on a giving level, an energy level of time, of money, of energy in general. And it looks like that's what you really deeply want in this connection. For them, they're also searching for the Three of Cups, which is happiness and conviviality, anything that has to do with fun and having a good time. So it's good. These are good energies to have. It seems like you are more grounded in the way you go about this, or at least you're trying to find some sort of stepping or footing with the Fool. And you're also looking for a type of equal give and take, but not really. You might be giving more or taking more as a regular sort of go-to for the way you manifest relationships. And you should try to find a way to balance that, because on a soul level, your soul is ready to give equally to a partner, equal give and take, all right? They certainly have, this person has a lot of emotion on their end, okay? The only major arcana that came up is death, and that's Scorpio, so it's all about major transformation on a spiritual level and getting to a new state or a new state of being through that spiritual miscarriage, like I mentioned, all right? This is the only major arcana that showed up in your reading, which is beautiful. Also, it's a bit daunting because you know you have to sacrifice something on both ends, and I think it has to do with this subconscious energy. In this reading, in this relationship, this situationship, there's something about the way you guys are sharing energies, okay? Because these are like divine masculine, divine feminine, and they're both in reverse, and they have to do with the giving and taking of certain energies when it comes to this relationship. So someone has to really be upfront about this. Like, you want to be equal give and take, but perhaps you're acting from a lower sort of vibration. They want to be able to conserve and like share. Eventually, hopefully, when the Page of Pentacles is kind of weak, but they're really sort of observing the sort of situation and how it unfolds. And I think the only thing that will like unify some sort of thing is not only the just sort of caution with the Queen of Swords energy on a soul level, as well as the need for transformation of some sort. Transformation comes up again with the Ten of Wands here, and it's in reverse. So it's like a cycle is completed, or it's certainly run its course, and there's a possibility that something is coming back for some of you, and someone is foolishly moving into it, but in a very positive way, and someone is deeply in love, but there's also potential for them being in love with something else or something of the other. But I still see here that there are good intentions overall with the Two of Pentacles as well as the Three of Cups energy. But there's also this energy here. Someone's watching over, okay? This is like the guardian angel. This is like a guardian angel is watching over this connection on a soul level to make sure things are fair and that people are being just, and that intuitions are flowing freely between you two. I'm going to clarify just two cards because they're the ones that come up in reverse here, as well as potentially the Ten of Wands, but I don't think it needs clarification. So I'm going to use the Lenormand deck. And I need to know why the Nine of Pentacles is here in reverse. I need to know. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So there is an ego death happening here that is not creating peace when it comes to this Six of Pentacles energy in reverse. So because there was no equal give and take in the manifestation stage of the reading, there's an ego death with the Tower here, the Tower, as well as the Coffin card. And it's leading to a sense of great peace, not actually sort of realized. All right. So there is a difficulty for you to share evenly with this person because of an ego death. All right, something happened and there was an ego death. I need to know why the Page of Pentacles is here in reverse on their end. Alright, someone is finding it challenging with the mountain here to feel. And to deal with the deep well of emotions they have in this relationship. There's a lot of them. This person is extremely emotional right now, but there's something about it that is very unstable. That's something that they're trying to manifest here with their pentacle. That's why they're saving it with the Page of Pentacles energy, but it's unstable. So like they may be dealing with a lot of financial troubles, and they don't have the emotional sort of wherewithal to share and to scale the mountain of the relationship. Okay, they may see it as a challenge. So like there's something on their end, there's some sort of financial instability or some sort of like non-ground when it comes to their vision of home in this relationship. So that seems to be their challenge. I need to know why the Ten of Wands is in reverse, and then we can end this reading. Yeah, alright. So, Ten of Wands is in reverse. So there is a lack of complete ending in this connection because there is some element of ill fate when it comes to the garden of your relationship. Something hasn't been tended, or perhaps the garden itself has grown out of control, and there's a lack of control in this relationship. Something's dying out, and it's being purged out in order for this relationship to either survive or for you to move on as the Fool to something new, or perhaps to something old in which something is being revived. But be careful, because the King of Wands energy is it's really intense, because it talks about also being in reverse. The King of Wands is like a great deal of control. Here's the King of Wands. There's a great deal of control, or perhaps tyranny when it comes to the reversal. When it comes to passions, or perhaps it's passions that are misdirected to perhaps another person or another sort of situation. So I would take it, with a sense of faith, moving in to the month of September, my dear Libra, and to use any sort of new beginnings and transform any energies that you're harboring into something new, something beautiful, something that you would feel equal give and take. And it feels like your ego would have to repair itself, because something about this relationship or in the past, you're still healing from a great deal of misfortune in a way. Your soul is also looking for love, but it's trying to balance out a number of opportunities, like I said, with the Seven of Cups here. Okay. Your final message. Yeah, there's something about this situation where it was a tower averted. You were able to see the signs and avoid any sort of really intense catastrophes. So something happened, the universe came in, and you were able to peacefully get out of it, or perhaps not peacefully, but but by dealing with your emotions, you're able to heal and get into some sort of isolation to heal, and then put something to rest. But there's still something bothering you about this Taurus Libra energy, And there's also something very empowering about it, because it's led to a lot of change, and communication is coming in when it comes to someone coming out of the cold and feeling back like they're somewhere. But it's not about teamwork, it's about a secret, and the secret has to do with a choice that you're making towards something that is secretly a part of the grander design of timing and divine timing. Romance is coming as well. It's coming, and there's someone calling. There's someone calling for it, because the Queen of Wands comes up. Okay, fantastic. Well, this is your reading, and hopefully that was smooth enough. I would like to thank you again. My name is Ron, Tarot of the Twin Sun. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.